Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to everyone present here. We are delighted to have you all join this exciting webinar on preparing your child for a smooth transition to your preschool. So I'll just welcome Priyanka. So she's the founder of PKG Kids Preschool. And today we are going to learn a lot about this topic, that when we send our kids to, a preschool, so children are very scared because they are from a very small age group, right? So we are going to discuss about the challenges that, parents face about when they're sending their kids to school. They mostly face anxiety. So we are going to talk and discuss a lot about that. And before we begin, I want to introduce Priyanka and say a few words about her background, what was the inspiration behind starting this preschool. So Priyanka is a science graduate and has done her master's in mathematics. So she has an MSc in maths. And after that, she has done her bachelor's of education. Prior to opening this preschool, she has worked with several MNCs. But her interest was always growing in the field of education. After having her child, she felt the need of educating every child. So that is why she started this preschool. So from pursuing this dream of opening a preschool, now she has her own preschool very established. And now I'll quickly show everybody the school tour video that we have for Priyanka's school. She has a very beautiful school setup. So I'll just quickly share my screen and show everybody the video. So that was a lovely video of Priyanka's school setup and the kids that are there. So that was lovely watching that video. Today, we are going to learn in this webinar that how we can help the parents prepare the children emotionally and practically for their first preschool experience. So for every child, the preschool experience, the first day at school is very important. We are going to understand a wide range of concern when it comes to enrolling their child to the preschool. These concerns and the desires that the little ones are being sent to school. So how they should prepare the kids beforehand in their house. We are going to learn everything about it. Also, how the parents should deal with anxiety and the pressure of sending their small kids to school. So how do they handle that? So the tips and tricks, we are going to learn everything from Priyanka. So we'll straight begin with our webinar for today. Priyanka, I'll just quickly share my screen for you and then you can start on. Priyanka, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can. And thank you so much, Richa, and your entire team for this beautiful introduction. Thank you so much. Really. Good afternoon, dear parents. I hope you all are doing good. I am Priyanka Jadli, and as Richa just told you, I am Masters in Education. I have done Bachelor's in Education and MSc also in Mathematics. And today we are conducting this webinar to help parents who are looking for a new preschool for their child. And although we think it's only the child who is fearing to go to school, but it's actually the parents who are going through a lot of stress. Believe me, they really go through a lot of stress. They want to know about the school wherein their child will go, and they go through separation anxiety as well. Now, what is this separation anxiety? When I talk about this, it means feeling distress about leaving your child in a very unfamiliar environment with unfamiliar teachers, and there will be many other kids as well. So parents have a lot of concerns about whether their child will be able to cope up with other children or not, whether their child is really ready for this academic challenges in the school. So they worry a lot about this. So if we and talk about these more parental concerns, there are a lot list about the concerns, like as I just said, there's separation anxiety, then there's social adjustment of the child, that parent always think whether their child will be able to socialize with other children or not, whether they will whether a bond will become in between a parent and a child or not, and so these are a lot of stress. And then this academic preparedness, they have this that they want to know whether their child is really ready to go to the school at this time or not, whether they should really get their child admission in a new school. Is this the right time for their child or not? There are many more concerns. If I try to list all them out, there's on the concerns about the classroom environment, bullying and safety of their child, whether their child will be safe in the school or not. The safety is the most important concerns of the parents, and the most important thing that I think about all this is, there's a person feeling of loss as well. Parents are too much attached with the child. So whenever they send their child to a school, they think like they are sending their child somewhere else, and they won't be able to see their child for 3 to 4 hours. So they are too much of concerned about that as well. But the main thing here is how do we address all of them? How do we address these concerns? How do we release this stress of parents? We can only release this stress by positive thinking, by accepting the reality. We can, we all know that this is a developmental stage of a child, a child who is trying to learn new things. And, the child will always have a fear of losing a parent. So we should acknowledge all of it. We cannot, just shout at the child that, why are you crying? We should also understand the emotions of a child, that, it's very natural for a child to behave like this. But here, this is a point where preschools come in picture. Preschool is like a new home for children, where they can explore new things. A preschool is like a new home for children, wherein they can learn while they play. So there's no pressure at all. They have their freedom of and they have their freedom to explore new things, to make new friends, to interact with teachers, to interact with children. So they learn a lot of things here in a preschool. And the best part of it is there's no pressure at all. There's no pressure of studies here. If I talk about our school, PKJ Kids Preschool, we have play-based learning. Children learn while they play. Children get indulged in various activities every week. We celebrate all the festivals here, so that the children can learn more about our culture. Even today, if I talk about today, we just celebrated Republic Day, which is on 26th of January. But because tomorrow is Saturday, which will be a holiday, so we celebrated it today, and we all do it very enthusiastically. Children really love all these festivals, doing things, coming in various different dresses, so they really enjoy it. Now, if I talk about what parents can do, what are the strategies? What are the strategies that a parent can implement when they want to send their child to a new preschool? So, parents should establish a routine with the child. If a child, especially when a child, shows reluctance to go to school, then you can implement a phased transition plan. Now, what is this phased transition plan? A child can start coming to school for a short duration first, and then slowly and gradually they can increase their time duration in the school. And what parents can do, parents can also reduce their time, the presence of their time in the school. During the time the child is here in the school, they can reduce their time. So this will also help the child to accommodate in a new environment. Also, whenever a child shows reluctance, what parents can do is they can also send some of a comfort thing for the child, like they can give a favorite toy of the child, so that they can feel the comfort of their home in the school. So these are some of the various ways, various strategies that parents can implement if the child is not ready yet to go to the schools. So they can use these tactics so that our children can go to the school and learn and enjoy new things. And also, dear parents, never forget to celebrate the small milestones, like staying for an entire session without distress. This boosts the child's confidence. So you should also celebrate every milestones of the child, that, oh, you have done this, very good. So you should encourage your child every time. So these are some of the strategies that we talked about. And dear parents, leaving their comfort zone and going to school for a first time could really be too much to ask for of a young one. So as a parent, you should also ensure that they are emotionally and physically fit for the academic practices. So dear parents, I would request you all to please have a visit in our play school, and I would be really glad to welcome the little ones here in our preschool. And we always make sure that the stay is very warm and welcoming for the little ones. So thank you so much for joining here. Now I would like Richa to take over.
Thank you so much, Priyanka, for explaining this so well. You explained here so nicely that why is it so important for kids to go to preschool and how parents can prepare their kids to for their first day at school. So before we end the session, we would want you to let us into your school again. So we did see a very beautiful video for your school, but you could kindly help us understand more about the features or the the placement. How are you using your curriculum, and how people, like the kids that are coming in your school, how they are learning? Like you talked about play based, so if you could give us more insights on that.
In our play school, we have our teacher. There are many objects. Using them, the teacher teaches the children. So children actually, they were playing with those items, and they were learning along with it. For example, we have blocks. So in blocks, there are certain alphabets written, and there are some of the pictures also. So they were actually playing with those blocks, but along with it, teacher is also explaining them what this picture is all about. Okay, or what's the number written on it. So in this way, children are also learning while they are actually enjoying. They are playing there. So there are various other ways. We have flashcards as well. So using these flashcards, we usually do quizzes with the children as well. So children learn these colorful things. So there are various pictures on it. There are different colors. So children enjoy them, and also we encourage them for these playful things. They do certain things with their hands as well. We have a park area here, so which is called a kids zone. So wherein children have a beautiful park. There are slides, everything, the trampoline, etc. And then we have a pool of balls also, wherein children play with them. So there are a lot and lots of things, and parents will be able to see them once they visit here. I mean, this is the best thing to analyze with what's good for this child. So we have different zones for children here. We have a classroom here wherein children go and they study. We have a play zone, and then we have a particular specific area which is for crafting and drawing, etc. So children do various craft activities there. Also, we have a dance area as well that children love a lot. So most of the time, even in the starting days, children usually they ask themselves that ma'am, we want to dance. So we have made a specific dance area for them as well. So they do dancing there. So we have separate areas for each and every activities here. So children come here and they enjoy. And most of the time we have to ask them that, "Beta, now your parents have come, you need to go." And they say, "No, ma'am, please, a little more. We want to stay a little more here." So it really feels good. It makes us feel good that we are doing something which is really good, which is making the children happier.
Sure. That's lovely to hear that kids want to be at school and not go back home. That's lovely to hear. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for joining in today and giving us such a lovely webinar on how parents can prepare their kids, and you spoke so much about your school. Definitely I'll invite all the parents to visit your school and have a look around, so that they can definitely send their kids to your preschool with a lot more confidence. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for joining in today, and thank you everybody for joining in. We'll again have a webinar shortly, and we'll be sharing the link soon. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much, parents, and thank you so much, Richa, and the entire team. Thank you once again.
Thank you.